Today we're going to be diving into the undeniable perks of driving my Tesla Model 3 for my 100-mile round-trip commute to and from work. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed, hit the button below. Get subscribed to the channel for future videos. Now, I want you to imagine a long daily commute that doesn't feel like a chore, but feels more relaxing and sometimes quite enjoyable. Well, that's exactly what I've experienced with my Tesla Model 3 driving to and from work on a 100-mile round-trip commute. Now, I think it's important to add to context that I don't make this commute every day, which makes it more enjoyable. If it was an everyday thing, it would be harder. However, making this commute every day, even in a Tesla, would be far more enjoyable than a normal gas car, in my opinion. I'm gonna spill the beans on 4 reasons why this 100-mile drive is more than just your average commute. It's a game changer. All right, so first up, we have range confidence. I have complete confidence in my Tesla to complete my commute. Now, range anxiety is pretty popular these days, and I get it. For road trips, range anxiety can totally be a factor. Even the lowest EPA estimated 270 miles my Tesla is rated for can easily do a 100-mile commute. No problems whatsoever. The first thing the EV critic will bring up is range anxiety. The Model 3's impressive range not only eliminates any range anxiety whatsoever, but it gets rid of any range anxiety I might have completely. We'll explore how the Model 3 handles the 100-mile commute with energy to spare, giving you peace of mind while you drive to and from work. All right, reason number 2. This one was coming, you knew it. Cost savings. When you drive an electric car, especially long distances, there is an undeniable cost savings versus gas prices. Who doesn't love saving a little bit of money? When you break down the cost savings of the Tesla Model 3 and compare it to your traditional gas guzzler, spoiler alert, it's not just good for the environment, but it's really good for your wallet as well. A lot depends on where you live. The charging costs can vary as well as the gas prices, but electric driving is almost always cheaper than gas driving, period. Reason number 3, Autopilot is an absolute game changer. Buckle up for the Autopilot experience. This is the main reason that I decided to go with the Tesla. Navigating through traffic at a 100-mile commute can sometimes be stressful, and I find myself exhausted when I come home. But with Autopilot, it makes it so easy. You still need to pay complete attention to the road. It doesn't drive the car for you in the sense that you can take a nap or be an irresponsible driver. You need to have your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. Now, that being said, it takes almost all of the stress, almost is a key word here, it's not perfect, but it takes almost all of the stress out of driving, especially on the freeway when you're just staying in a lane for a long time and when there is traffic. When you have a long commute, it can be exhausting in a weird way. You're just sitting in your car, you're not exerting any energy, but mentally, it can be so exhausting. Well, when I drive my Tesla, even if I'm not using Autopilot, the regenerative braking allows me to just drive with one pedal, which doesn't sound like much, but when you're in your car for an hour every day, an hour plus, that makes a big difference. Autopilot and one pedal driving has made my commute a much more enjoyable experience. Pair that with some good music and a good podcast, and considering how hectic life can be with kids, it's actually kind of a relaxing experience. At the end of the day, when traffic slows down and speeds up, the car does it for you. Keeping you in your lane, it does a fairly good job. There are, 1 to 2 times I would say on my commute I need to maybe correct it or just turn it off because I don't feel comfortable with how close it's driving next to the semi-truck, but overall, it makes it a lot more easy to manage. Reason number 4 is comfort. The comfort that the Tesla Model 3, which is the base level Tesla, keep in mind, this isn't the fanciest one. This is the Honda Accord of Teslas. It's really comfortable to drive. Now, it's not gonna be as comfortable as a ultra luxury vehicle. The suspension's not all that impressive, but the seats are comfortable. It's got a huge screen. So, when you're navigating, it's really easy to navigate, to look at the map, to choose your next song, to do whatever you may do. Once you get the controls down on the screen, it's quite nice. When I was first looking into buying a Tesla, I thought, I don't want to have to turn on my AC using a touchscreen. I just like having a button. And I'm not gonna lie, the button is probably easier, but when you get used to the screen, it's actually a good experience. There you have it, the undeniable advantages of driving a Tesla Model 3 on a 100-mile round-trip commute. If you're considering an electric upgrade, or you're just into electric cars in general, this is the car you've been looking for at the best bang for your buck currently. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.